Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from New Holland. This is their Black Tulip Triple Ale, guys. And this beer is the 2012 vintage on this one. And I'm gonna hack on them right off the bat. This is a 2012 edition, so this was made last year. And they are a ton of floaties, and there's probably 3/8 of an inch of black sediment on the bottom of this bottle. And I personally am not a big fan of that. Unless it's some kind of bottle condition or some kind of HEPA license where I'm supposed to pour this junk into the bottom. This is a triple. And it doesn't say bottle condition, and from what I've read, it's not bottle condition. So I'm not a big fan of all this black, gunky, chunky stuff. Too much junk in the trunk as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to grade it accordingly, too. If I think it shouldn't be there, I'm going to say I don't think it should be there. And I don't think this should be there with it being this short of vintage on this one. So it is what it is. Some people will call me out on that. I'm sorry. I just don't like all these big black chunks in it, especially when it looks like sediment in the bottom of it, and it's this thick in the bottom of the bottle, and it's only a year, not even a year old. So with that being said, we're going to get on with this one. 9% ABV on this, and it's a triple. 9% and a triple. As far as I'm concerned, triple needs to be above 10%. That's a double, so I'm going to hack them on that. I don't like New Holland. I mean, they make some really good stuff. I like the Mad Hatter series that they've done. But some of the stuff is hit and miss as far as I'm concerned, and I'm going to call it the way I see it. This is just my opinion, guys. Don't take this to heart. You may love it, may be the best thing you ever tasted. And then again, you may hate it. I don't know where I'm going to be on this one, but I'm going to tell you like it is, the way I feel about it. So, on with this one, guys. This is, like I said, is a triple. Availability is year-round. The food pairing on this one, the cuisine is Mediterranean. And the cheeses are sharp blue cheddar, your more pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola Limburger. And the meat is pork and poultry. The glassware is a snifter, goblet, or the chalice. I got the double glass here, guys. And here it says, can be sold for long periods under the proper conditions. Well, the proper conditions is 40 to 55 degrees. So, if you're a big fan of the floaties, you may love this beer. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest about it, guys. If it tastes great, I'm gonna tell you it tastes great. But if it tastes funky or it's got big chunks of stuff floating in it, I'm not gonna pour that. I'm gonna try to pour it without pouring all that in there because I'm not a big fan of that. And just a 9% triple. I mean, if it's going to be called a triple, it ought to be 11 or 12%. 9%, that's a double. So, guys, I think you're blowing smoke up somebody's butt with that call there. So, is there anything else we need to talk about? I'm not going to shake this thing up because I don't want this shit all the way up to the top of the bottle. Black Tulip, mysterious, alluring, and seductive, while tantalizing, elusive, ester-laden character reveals an enigmatic dance between the Belgian ale. A lot of big words there. It means absolutely nothing. It's horse hockey. Belgian ale, yeast, and Michigan beet sugar. I'm not a big fan of beets. Conjuring hints of bananas before dry finish. Pairings, melon, semi-hard cheese, berries, and ginger. So, nothing else we need to talk about as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to get the cap off of this one and get it in the glass and see what it is. I mean, some people really like this beer. On Beer Advocate, the brothers have this as 100 in world class, but I don't know what they're smoking. So with that being said, let's pour this gingerly into the glass. That's about all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave all the rest of that garbage in there, guys. Don't want all that black junk in the trunk. And looking at it into the light here, it is a very light tangerine, not quite amber, it's darker than that. but it is very clear since I didn't pour all the junk in the trunk into the glass. So not a big head on this one for a 9% beer. Don't think it's a triple. 9%, unless it's just overbearing with alcohol. Looks decent in the glass. Still got a few floaties in there, but I think I can deal with that. I'm not pouring the rest of it in there, so let's get a nose on this one. Definitely smells like a Belgian yeast used in this, because I'm getting the bananas and the cloves and the lighter tropical fruit, mango, tangerine, apples, pears, cloves. Alrighty, smells delicious in the glass, guys. Let's give it a hit. Cheers, everybody. A little boozy for a 9% beer. The bananas, the cloves. I would swear this is a Belgian yeast. Not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't think it has Belgian on it anywhere. It does not. But it does say something about bananas and stuff in there, so that's one hint toward being a Belgian yeast. And I'm getting that. It's decent. The only hack I got on this is all the junk in the trunk in the bottom of this, and I've seen where other people have had the same experience, that it has a lot of floaties and stuff in it. And some people don't. It don't bother them a bit. They and blah, and I probably could have too, but I'm not going to. Just not for a beer that young to have that much floaties in the bottom of it. I find unacceptable. I mean, I don't have that in my home brews. So I don't see why they need to have it, even though if it's an unfiltered beer. My beers aren't filtered either, but they don't have that stuff in the bottom of it. So I'm not a big fan of that, guys. So we're going to let this warm up just a little bit and let the other half taste it and see what you think. So I do think it's a decent beer. I think it's an above average beer. But I think they got something going on there with all that junk in this bottle. And it doesn't need to be. I mean, this does not need to have all that crap in there. So, just my opinion, guys. I'm just voicing my opinion. So, with that being said, we're going to sip on it just a little bit, let it warm up, and see what it ends up with, see how much boozier it gets at 9%. I'll be right back. We'll do the final chug on this one. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. First of all, I'm going to hack on them because of the floaties. It's a year old or less. It shouldn't have 3/8 of junk in the bottom of the bottle. Second, it's 9%. It's not a triple. It's a double. I've had doubles that are even higher ABV than this. So, guys, it's not a triple. It's a double. And now that it's warmed up, the Belgian yeast, I'm almost certain that it's a Belgian yeast with bananas and the cloves and all that they've done with it. It's decent. It is a decent beer. It's above average beer. But them two things that I just told you about, I'm not a fan of. I don't think it's a triple. It's a double. And it shouldn't have that much junk in it with a 2012 vintage on this. So, final chug. Very tasty. I think there's a lot better Belgian style beers out there. I love a lot of the stuff that they do. And this one's okay. I don't think I would seek it out again. I would definitely look at the bottle to check it for floaties. And if it had it, I would leave it on the shelf. That's the way I feel about it, guys. It shouldn't have that much junk in the bottom of the bottle. I'm going to give it a 7. It's a B plus as far as I'm concerned. It's not even an A beer as far as I'm concerned. And that's just the way I'm going to call it. I don't pull any punches. I'm just being honest. This is my opinion. Beer Advocate says it's 86, which is in their good range. And Rate Beer says it's 84 overall and 71 in the style. Yeah, I'm down with that. The style numbers wasn't impressive there. I don't think it's a triple. I do not think this should be considered a triple. I don't know if they cannot brew a beer that's stronger than this, it doesn't taste boozy or what. I don't have any idea. Guys, at New Holland, I'm not hacking you because of it. I'm just telling you that I don't think it should have this much junk in it. And at 9%, you shouldn't call it a triple. So, guys, if you've had this one, give me some comments back on this and let me know what you think. Give me your opinions. I've gave you mine. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. I hope I don't have no junk in the trunk. See you then.